Good morning, students. This lesson is of class 9th for the subject of physical education. Topic: hand limb and functions of skeletal system, which is covered in chapter 1, the human anatomy and physiology, starting on page number 7 of your textbook, titled Health, Physical Education and Sports, and is being submitted to you on 26th April 2021. This voice is of Miss Kusum. If all students are ready, then let us start with topic hand limb. All of you please listen carefully as I will be asking a few questions in between the chapter. Hand limb: femur, patella, fibula, tarsals, metatarsals and flanges. Femur. The femur is also called thigh bone. It is the single bone of the thigh region. It is the longest and strongest bone of the body. It accounts for approximately 1/4 of a person's total height. It is a long bone with a shaft and two extremities. All the body weight is supported by the femur during activities such as running, jumping, walking, and standing. It runs from the hip to the knee. The upper extremity of femur is located closest to the hip and the lower extremity of the femur located closest to the knee. So this is the diagram of bone, femur bone. This is shaft. This is the head and neck. And this is the patella part, surface, next end. This is also bone, head, and this is the end of the bone. Next, patella. The patella is derived from the Latin means small plate. It is also known as the knee cap. It is thick, flat, circular, triangular bone. It articulates with the femur, thigh bone and covers and protect articular surface of the knee joint. It is situated on the front of the knee joint. It is the largest sesamoid bone. The main function of patella is the knee extension. It is attached to the tendon of the quadriceps muscle, which contracts to extend or straighten the knee. So this is the diagram. This portion is called patella, two bone joints, and there is a seed type, and patella is also known as kneecap. This is femur bone, tibia and fibula. The fibula or calf bone. It is the long, thin and lateral bone of the lower leg. It runs parallel to the tibia or shin bone. It is smaller of the two bones. It plays a significant role in stabilizing the angle and supporting the muscles of the lower leg. It has a shaft and two extremities. The tibia and fibula join together at the knee and ankle joints. Tibia. The tibia is also known as shin bone. It is the larger and stronger of the two lower leg bones. It forms the knee joint with the femur and the ankle joint with the fibula and tarsus. It carries weight of the body from femur to the foot. It has a shaft and 2 extremities. Tarsals. There are 7 tarsal bones. They are short bones which collectively create tarsus. These bones are arranged in 3 rows. These bones build the connection between the lower leg and metatarsus. These bones support the weight of the body in standing. Metatarsal. They are 5 metatarsal bones. These are long bones with a shaft and 2 extremities. The first metatarsal is thick and short, whereas the second metatarsal is the longest. These bones are located between the tarsal bones of the hind and the midfoot and the phalanges of the toes. Phalanges. The phalanges are the bones that make up the toes of the foot. 3 phalanges are present on each toe, with the exceptions of the large toe, which possesses only 2 phalanges. There are 3 types of phalanges: proximal, middle, distal phalanges. Students, before going further in this chapter, let me ask you a few questions. You may kindly listen to the questions carefully and pause the video for 3 minutes and write down the answers in your notebook. The questions are: the question and answer of this chapter or unit are enclosed with the assignment PDF for your reference and will not be recorded in the video lesson. So, continuation of second subtopic is function of the skeletal system. Introduction to the skeletal system. The human skeleton is well adapted for the functions it must be perform. Functions of bones include support, protect, movements, mineral storage, and formation of blood cells. There are 2 types of bone tissue: compact and spongy. Compact bone consists of closely packed osteons or Havresin system. Spongy bone consists of plates of bone called tuberculae around irregular spaces that contain red blood cell. Osteogenesis is the process of bone formation. 3 types of bone cells: osteoblasts, osteocytes, and osteoclasts are involved in bone formation and remodeling. In intramembranous ossification, connective tissue membranes are replaced by bone. This process occurs in flat bone of the skull. The endochondral ossification bone tissue replaces hyaline cartilage models. Most bones are formed in this method. Bones grow in length at the epiphyseal plate between the diaphysis and the epiphysis. When the epiphyseal plate completely ossifies, bones no longer increase in length. Functions of skeletal system. The main functions of the skeletal system are mentioned below. First, protection, movement, support, production of blood cells, storage of minerals, acid-base balance. The main functions of the skeletal systems are protection. The skeletal system protects a number of vital and delicate organs. For example, the skull protects the brain, middle and inner ears. The ribs and sternum protects the lungs, heart, and major blood vessels. Second, movement. Bones, skeletal muscles, tendons, ligaments, and joints functions together for making movement. Some joints permits movement to a wider or longer range than others. Support. The skeletal system is the framework of the body. It supports the softer tissue and provides space for the attachment of skeletal muscles. Fourth, production of blood cells. In the long bones, there is a cavity that is filled with a substance called bone marrow. In this bone marrow, new blood cells are produced and damaged blood cells are repaired. Red blood marrow produces red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Storage of minerals. Bone tissue store various minerals such as calcium and phosphorus. Red bone marrow in bones also stores iron. Yellow bone marrow found in the long bones also stores fat. Acid base balance. Bones help in making the acid base balance in the body. Hope you all have understand the topic hand limb and functions of skeletal system. All of you are required to write these questions and answers in your notebook. Thank you.